Around what time did you start becoming crucial at rapping?
I want to say maybe around 16, 17. Going into 17, like I said, I dropped out of school, so I was taking rap a lot more serious. And whatever else I was doing, like in the streets, I was taking all of that shit like real serious. So
Yeah.
I wanted the people that was in position to notice me, and I knew the only way to do that was to get sharp and start taking suckers out.
Oh, facts. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah,
That's
so
what it was.
exactly for sure. You told me, is this correct that you grew up in the same building as Sheek Louch or something like that?
Yeah, Sheek he was an adult. He was already like on Bad Boy and shit like that. And I was just a young dude.
But you got to see that.
Yeah, I watched that entire situation from him not being on Bad Boy to him getting the deal with Bad Boy to him leaving Bad Boy, going with Rough Riders. Like all of that happened like right in front of me. I used to see him coming in, going out, coming home late, leaving early, all that shit.
Do you think that like that made it tangible for you? Like you saw that it was real because he was there in front of you at night.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you're like, this is something that.
That wasn't the only thing that made it real though, because he lived in my building, but Jadakiss lived like right around the corner, right? And although Sheek lived in my building, he didn't hang out in my neighborhood. He hung out in 354, which is not too far from my block, but it's like considered another hood.
I've always wondered what is 354.
There's 354 Nepperhand.
Okay.
The street is Nepperhand, and the address is 354. So
like Snipe Life, maybe a couple guys are in your crew.
Right. So everybody from over there, like the dudes that hung out on that side, they rep 354.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
And so Sheek would be over there, but Kiss will be
On Warburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like on the other side of town.
All right, cool. When we come back, we're gonna start talking. We're gonna tell a couple cool stories, maybe here or there about this and that and the other. All right, so yeah. All right, so Large, boom. I'm a young dumb kid trying to do my little thing. You're my favorite rapper, and so during this time right here, what I want to ask you is like, okay, you grew up around Sheek Louch and Jadakiss and stuff like that, but how did you go to like them inducting you into the crew of D Block? Because like for a lot of us that grew up on the locks and stuff like that, we love D Block, Mighty Mighty D Block, you know, The Ghost in the Shell, a million different mixtapes, Chanter's here, and so like how and also those are the dopest rappers in your city that are older than you. You know what I'm saying? Like so here it's like atmosphere now. When they started messing with me, telling me I was dope, you know, I had to work to that point. They used to like ghost me and stuff like that, or like you know what I'm saying. But once they were like, man, you dope. Like, how did you go from just for them acknowledging your craft?
Well, the story is pretty simple, but the process wasn't at all. Because like I said, I started out kind of young. These dudes was already, established with Bad Boy and stuff like that. So in my own mind, I think at that time, what I thought I had to do was I had to really make some type of impact in my city first, and then before I get trapped in my city, I figured I would have to step outside my city and swim someplace else where nobody knew me, and
So you were like, so you were thinking like if that would be the way they would. So you weren't even thinking like I just need to go spit a rap for Styles and see what he thinks of it. You were more so like I got to get the city locked down, which is taking the proper steps, right?
Yeah. Because when I was thinking about locking the city down, it wasn't just come up with some good raps and and just say you better than everybody. I knew that I had to prove that, and people wasn't just gonna let me prove it on them, right? Like people wasn't gonna just line up to get chewed up in battles. So I had to be strategic with it. I had to shoot through the people that would take that risk in the town.
And shoot through as in battling fools, right?
Yeah, and you had to be tricky with that too, because like I said, people wasn't just gonna line up the battle. You had to kind of like befriend people and and work with them, and then just outshine them as you worked with them.
And then like I imagine doing that, going from little different places in New York, did you come across some other upcoming rappers when you were like battling, or just at least just spitting raps towards each other? Like, because from my understanding in New York, like your mans will bring you to Harlem to battle on Casa, then he's gonna bring you to somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it was. I was in that whole little era right there too, when where you might be in 4 or 5 different battles in one day. You might be in Brooklyn for an hour or two battling some guys that you never heard of. They might just be the nicest dudes in their neighborhood, and once you get over there, as soon as somebody say you can rap, it's hold on, go get JJ. You know what I'm saying? And now you battling JJ for an hour.
Sure.
It's whoever runs out of raps. But yeah, I definitely.